Man, there's not a smell on earth that I can use to describe this. The funk that's in here.
That's a silent one.
It's definitely a rat smell, but it must be one from a different country or something that I've never smelt before.
Ooh.
I admit I'm a farter, and like sometimes the room gets honey.
Gotta bend down and get this hammer.
Sometimes the room gets really, the air gets stale.
I thought maybe my fart melted around.
I'm no stranger to like foul smells, random. Thanks for clearing that for me.
Stinky eggs in the sun for 4 or 5 days. Blistering basement. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one smells spicy.
Okay.
But this is on a totally different level.
That one burnt my butthole.
So we're going to have to tear this dash apart and see who's living in there and what they've been eating, Hello, America. Welcome back to Hustle House Performance Automotive, or as I like to call it, the place where junk multiplies after midnight. In this week's video, we're going to work on an 87 Dodge Dakota. We're going to try to get it running, get it cleaned up, and get it sold. The man at the bank said, no more warnings. He's going to come and break my legs if I don't make the mortgage this month. So stick around. We'll see what we can do with this thing. Everybody, come on in here. We'll give you a little lowdown on this Dakota pickup truck here. We first bought the garage. We figured, well, you can't have a garage without a shop truck, right? So we looked around and scoured the face space, and we come up with this pretty much rust-free 87 Dodge Dakota. She's a little short bed, stick shift, with a blowed-up engine. So we figured, well, we've got engines laying around, we've got the tools and technology, we'll just slap something together, put some decals on it, and it's just nothing but fame and fortune after that, Well, as reality would have it, I'm broke, and like nothing's happening, and I just got to sell some stuff. So hopes and dreams be darned, I guess. We'll just go ahead and we're just going to have to clean this thing up and try to make it attractive, and hope somebody buys it, so the lights don't get shut off again. So, well, let's walk around this thing and have a look at it. As you can see, it's pretty much rust-free. It's black, okay, which is good. With red interior, which is also pretty good. There is a distinct lack of rust on this truck. The bottom of the doors are really nice. The bed's perfect. The fenders, the stuff that rusts isn't rusty is what I'm getting at. But the rocker on the passenger side is a different story. We need to replace the rocker on the passenger side. And the nice thing about this black is you can just match it right up with some rattle can and some clear coat, and nobody is the wiser. It blends in pretty good, is what I'm saying. But yeah, overall the truck's pretty sharp and pretty solid. Inside, well, it smells like somebody with wet socks stepped in a wet ashtray and then stepped on your face, is what it smells like. But other than that, it pretty much just needs bolted back together. A nice little skullduggery shifter in it. That's going to have to go. Nice little high performance tachometer action. I don't think it works, but since somebody drilled a hole in the perfect dash pad, we'll just leave it on there. Cobalt tool chest here. That's what they look like. The latches and stuff are good. Don't have any keys for it, but it'll suffice. Yeah. Yeah, it's sat around long enough to become a junk collector. So, we'll have to crawl up in there and broom that mess out. Oh, in other rust news, you got a little bit of rust back here that need addressed. But don't worry, we have the fix for that. Aforementioned rocker panel here. It's a little chewy, but I'm sure somebody in that other country called China makes one of them replacements. We'll make that look like it never happened. But yeah, everything's, this baby is all here. It's a shame to not love this thing for the rest of your life, but yeah, sacrifices must be made, guys. What you gonna do? All right. Come on in here and look at the majesty of this pristine engine in here. Hey, we bought this thing and it was just knocking like nothing you've ever heard. As luck would have it, we found a guy. Now check this out, true story. We found a guy in, I think, Louisiana, which is not close to here at all in Pennsylvania. He had a bottom end out of a 93 Dakota 5-speed that like had very low miles on it for $35. I'm like, man, that's that's quite the deal, you know. Too bad you're so far away. He's like, well, you know that a Mopar guy has to go to Carlisle in the summertime, so I could bring it up there and you could just get it off of me there. It's like, bring her on, brother. So yeah, we bought a bottom end for this thing for 35 bucks. Good thing, because if it was 36, we couldn't afford it. So we did have this thing running, but it sat for quite a while since. So with any luck, we can get it running again. It didn't run good when it ran, but nothing here does. So plan is we'll get this thing fired back up, get it running, get it dependable, and send it off to some other lucky fella that has something that I wish I could keep. So we're going to have to run a fuel pump. This 93 engine didn't have a provision for a fuel pump, which I knew, but I just totally forgot clear about. So I can't hook a mechanical pump to this engine, so we'll have to have a clickety-McClack hanging off of it. We got to wire in some fan sensors on it. And if all that's well, when I ran it, we had some noise in the front end. I've got to jack it up and shake the wheels around, see what's up with that. And basically the rest of it's just cosmetic. A little bit of rust repair on the rocker. We're going to do a roll pan on the back of it. And pretty much just some loving from the missus. She's pretty good at putting the detail on things. Try to get this black paint shined up and get her looking good in pictures. All right, then. Let's get dirty. I guess we'll see if this thing will even run. It's been parked outside for a while. There's no antifreeze in it. So I don't know if it froze and busted and the little bit of antifreeze that was in it leaked all over the ground and then went in the creek. Or if we drained it in preparation for cold weather. I don't know the story. Pretty sure these pumps are supposed to be mounted at the rearest lowest point you can get them. But this is just the opposite, so it still ought to work. This is about as high and as far forward as I can get it, so good enough for who it's for. Control on loving the gas hose is no concern of mine. attempt to start.
Got a puff in there.
Well, it runs as good as everything else we got, which is barely.
I'm proud of it.
Why does it not run? I don't know. Looks like we got a little spray going on down there. It's not real impressive, but hey, what around here is, you know? So I'm gonna try to shut this choke a little bit by hand. Let's try that.
Almost got it.
Wasn't fast enough.
What's the knocking noise?
You can tell it's freshly rebuilt by the way that the lifters sound. I think I might put the hand soap on it and just call it good.
I think she thinks she's in a bar and she's a smoker or something.
A little bit of moisture. Is it from a busted block or from sitting 10 feet away from a creek for the last 2 years?
Yeah.
I guess as good as mine. So I put some fluid in it and see where it comes out.
Matches the gas.
I like dumping this everywhere so that it drips everywhere and you can't tell if you have a leak or if you just spilled it.
Thank Shoot. What do you think, girl? I think you need to move. Gonna go to your other bed? Huh? It stinks. It's right on you. Get one. Make it out of there. Move your bed. Good girl.
Oh, there's steam coming out of the dash.
Is there?
That makes it either good. Oh, yeah.
How many gauges work?
What?
Was that rat stuff that just blew past me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a heater. Ah, one last
I like
thing.
to support the local wildlife. You know, that's why I got a bunch of cars outside so that mice and snakes and stuff can live. You gotta have some place to live.
It's free housing.
Some place to go when they come home from work. You know? Well, it seems to run all right. A little cold-hearted. We've got some choke work to do. Someone did have a hand choke one at one time. That's probably what we'll go back to. It'll take a little bit of doing, but we can get that hooked back up. I guess for now, we'll look for the easiest thing we can work on at the moment. And we have a wiper pivot malfunction here. These Dodges have like a little plastic wiper pivot that holds the linkage together. They get old and brittle and they break, and then you don't have any wipers. So we're gonna take the cowl off and be disappointed to find that we don't have the right bushing to put it back together. 10,000 Phillips screws. It's always best to buy expensive cordless tools and then just leave them in the toolbox and don't use them. These little dudes off of here. Scratch the paint as much as possible. More scratches to the paint. Anybody? I mean, why? That's all right. You don't have to come off. You don't have to listen to me.
Probably why they weren't never changed.
You don't have to listen to me or anything, you know? I'll break it. I'll snap it. How you like me now?
Wasn't even a match for you.
It's nothing to me. Get that. Just keep trying until something breaks. And then it'll come off somehow. Oh, there's a bit there. That's coming off. It's broke now. Of course, there's a screw in there. Somebody did that to me because the screwdriver's too long and I can't get it from there. You know, they did that on purpose. Make it work for me. Break that. Just so I can break this over here. It's off there now. Get that all done. Looky there. Huh? See what I can do? Maybe if I drop this hood a little bit, it'll just smash and crush everything. I can see better. Yep, stuff breaking. It's okay. Look at that big, filthy, nasty looking nest down in there. I don't want to touch that thing. It's all wet. And oh, it's thick. It's thick.
It's coming on one time.
Oh, it's nasty and thick. Look at that. Any luck there's a giant hole rotted because this was laying there.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll get that out of there, but I'm not bare-handed. No, ma'am.
It's whatever you're playing in.
I'm ready for action now. My rubber, my glove on here.
Should have had like a face mask and, you know, goggles. And...
I ain't scared. I'm just a little scared. Oh, it's that disgusting feeling in my hands. Let me feel down in here blindly. Oh, it's a nest. It's a dirty, filthy nest. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's like putting your hand in a John Deere baler. You know what I mean? You know, you probably shouldn't put it in there, but you got to get it unclogged, you know? Just be another farmer with a digit missing. Yeah.
Ew.
Yummy. What's for dinner tonight, honey?
I'm going for shrimp.
Shrimp?
But at least they had a warm place to stay.
Yeah, they did. I wouldn't have stayed in any of them fords out there myself, so I can't hardly blame them.
I hate you.
Just kidding. Okay, let me show you what we got going on here. We done the hood up properly. Yeah, see there's supposed to be a little plastic retainer bushing on there that holds this thing on here. So when that thing turns around and around, and this will just take a ride with it, you know. I know for certain that I don't have the bushings for it. I had a pack of them and I have no idea where they went. So, well, at least I know what to spend more money on.
just tear all the guts out.
I guess we'll just put them all on there. See guys, this is what we're needing right here. Just a little plastic bushing that hooks on stuff, and then it gets old and breaks. So I guess we're in here, we're better off just to change them all. Looks like there's 4 total. And yeah, because 4's more expensive than 1, so why not? Just what I do when I don't know what I'm doing. Come on now. Get up in there. Guess we'll have to put it in the Fayette County wiper press and try to smash them in there. Come on now. That's right. Make you proud, honey?
Definitely.
$10 says I put that bushing in backwards. What do you think?
Well, it didn't come with a book and didn't give us instructions, so. What do you want, girl? What? She keeps nudging me. She's like, now. Now she's mad.
Okay, here's my dilemma. I gotta squeeze that thing onto that thing, but the thing I squeeze it with, the thing wanna fit down in around all them other things. So, probably an easy way of doing it, but I'd have to do more work to do it the easy way. So I'm gonna struggle the hard way, which is the easy way.
Bite it. Get it.
Failure, more failure, please. I think it might be on there.
Yeah?
I think it might be. Oh.
Looks like it is.
Pulled my neck clean out of socket. Okay, guys and gals, here's how your wipers work. The motor turns the thing around and around, and it goes back and forth and makes these things go like that. See that? So it goes down in here, you know. Everything's in order here now.
Now you know you're gonna have 6 of those left over.
Start these with your fingers and never tighten them up. Did I get them pliers out from underneath there?
I don't remember.
I bet I didn't. Well, if you look close enough, you can see the pliers down in there that we lost. Probably a good idea to get your tools out of the cow before you spend 20 minutes putting all the screws back in.
Well, good thing you remembered them.
I need to start remembering sooner, you know? Yeah, I got all that work done.
Oh,
How many swipes will it take before it fall off?
they look fine. You just gotta put some water.
You know it's a race truck because it has no power steering. Nothing does when it's not running, but man, I'm just in love with this little truck. I mean, you people hear me talking negative all the time. You think I just hate everything, but does not apply. Really love this little truck. You're going to see quite the transformation because, well, I do different work when I care, you know? No, I don't. I just care. That was stupid.
You're so cute.
I think what we need to do today is start disassembly. We're going to knock the bumpers off, knock these awful mud flaps off, and the grill out, and prep the bumpers, the roll pan, and the grill for paint. So, should probably do that. Well, guys, it's getting late. It's getting cold in here. We're about out of kerosene. On a positive note, thought of seeing the fuel company deliver some heating oil to the neighbors up the road up here. So we'll stop there on the way home with a gas can and a hose and get some more fluid for this heater, and probably have to come back and hit her again tomorrow. See you then.
Bye, guys.
Well, I guess we'll start working on some stuff under here, since I got something to lean on while I do it. When we bought this thing, it didn't have a choke hooked up, but it did have some manual choke stuff laying about. Cable and some of this stuff and some other stuff. We're going to try to hook this manual choke up, but it's like the stuff's from a couple different kits or something. It really don't work, but I can make it work, is what I'm getting at. So
Is that a polite way of saying you're gonna rig it?
yeah, it's not going to leave here in exceptional condition. It's going to people's going to know it was here, is what I'm trying to say. So
Gotta have the touch.
yeah, let me see if I can hold my tongue right and get this thing all together. I guess that little hickey-doo engages with that blue hickey-doo. No way I'm getting the bottom bolt on it. It's like taking the carburetor off, so no way the bottom bolt's going on it. If 2 won't hold it, 3 wasn't gonna. Little fingers ain't little enough. Give her maximum torque now until the plastic cracks, and then you know it's tight enough. Oh, it's in there, baby. That is deep. All right, I'm gonna call that good. Now I've got to figure out a way to get the strangler cable from the inside out to here without drilling a hole through something important, like a brake line or heater core or something like that. Man, you smell that?
I didn't until you opened that door.
Every time I open that door, it just smacks you right in the face. About takes your teeth out. Man, there's a mouse in here. Ain't no little girly mouse. It's like a manly mouse. One that don't change his socks but once a week, and one that farts in his sleep all the time and stuff, you know? One of them kind of guys.
Well, you kind of put it right in between the exhaust thingy because I wasn't ready and I didn't get to grab it in time.
Let me just struggle a little harder then. Just puts a little Watusi on the cable to hold her still. Something like that. Did you hear that?
Oh, it wasn't a rat running around.
Look at that.
Where you dropped that at?
How's that for luck? Look right on that little frame rail down there. You see that little thingy?
You want to see it?
I don't know if that's what you're seeing or not, but check that out. Well, you can't touch it, but oh, I'd have been looking for that for days.
Time to play the lottery. No?
I refuse to believe that thing's too tight.
Okay.
Would you like to maybe try to work the choke in and out for me from the inside while I try to...
Sure. It ain't doing nothing. Try to pull towards me. Did it do anything?
Well, the only thing better than a little bit of Croil is a little bit more Croil. I gave her a second dosing and it just is smooth as butter once again. So I think I'm going to try to start it and consider ourselves victorious when it does indeed start and run with only one person trying to start it.
How's your gas in there, honey?
Well, put the fuel pump to the negative side of the battery instead of the positive. So, 2 over.
Nice. And he rides once again.
Honey. All right, get all that work done. We no longer need to phone a friend to close that choke for us when we go to fire it up, but you still need to crawl underneath the hood. That ain't cool. We have our electric fuel pump with just an alligator clip hooking to the battery terminal every time we got to start it, and the same goes with the electric fan. So we're going to try to wire up a couple relays here and switches and other kind of electrical doodads to make that stuff all operate on its own. So let me get my stuff squared away here and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Yep. Do it till it's almost sharp in half, then it'll be really easy to break later. Let me know what you see here, honey.
Yep.
Okay, turn the key off, it goes off.
Bright as Rudolph's nose.
Like when the wires are nice and brittle, you know? You
Oh,
barely
yeah.
bend them and all that.
Or there's only like two or three little gold things inside that you're working with. If possible.
Yeah, yeah, when you, oh, it's hot. If I hook all this up right, then it'll connect it and the fuel pump will run, you know? So, yeah,
That makes sense.
that's the best you're getting out of me, because
Makes the world go around.
that's about as pretty as I can explain it. And wander right around there, and if nobody's looking, that would be good enough for me, but since the whole world's watching, I'm going to try to solder that. Get her good and hot. Gotta get her good and hot. Put the lid in your mouth. You're smoking. That way you know it's hot. Gotta leave sharp edges stick out of your wire job so that when you wrap the black tape around, it pokes out and still rubs metal and shorts everything out. Because white's ground, right?
Lit up.
Put it up. Where did I go wrong? Oh, slap my knee. Probably no way of building the drama now, huh? Think I ruined the moment. Okay.
Maybe get the audience sitting on the edge of their seats.
Yeah. Drum roll, guys. All right. Key on 5, 4. Hold ya.
I don't see no smoke.
There's like fuel pumps running on the key now. No more gator clip under the hood. As far as our fan goes, we're going to operate this fan off of the negative wire. What I mean by that is I'm going to have a coolant temperature switch that whenever the temperature comes up, it closes a contact in the switch, which will be your ground. So instead of switching the hot wire on and off, we're going to switch the ground on and off, which basically does the same thing when everything's in a circuit. So I think I said that well. Now if I touch this to ground, which simulates the switch we're about to install, it should fire that fan right there. Hot dog angel singing, woo-hoo, yeah. Now all I gotta do is find the switch that I bought and lost directly after receiving.
Great.
What's the stuff called? Let me wrap the Teflon tape on backwards, as usual, and so I can do it again.
It's called plumbing tape.
Yeah. Physics holds true. Whenever I take his plug out, water's gonna come shooting out because that's lower than that. Or it's probably out of water. Yeah, see what I mean? Yep. This place defies physics. I mean, we've made it. We're an actual garage, you know? Fancy tools that don't work. Fancy switches and relays that we've never used before, that we got to read as we go online to install, but act like we don't. You proud of me, honey?
Always.
Oh, girl. You're still not going to call me daddy, are you? Okay. So your knuckles crack? Good and tight. Good and tight. Maybe up through here, you know, where it'll short out and burn. Maybe risk some, maybe my cuticles get tore up and have a hangnail from. That looks professional.
That does not look professional.
There you go. And this will hook right to that. And that'll be your job complete. When you love something, it loves you back, you know? Did you ever try that? Probably not, but I have, and I love this thing. It's look how it's treating me. I just want to drive it through a field of daisies, you know? Slow motion.
Jumping up, kicking your heels together.
Yeah, hand in hand.
Wind blowing in your hair.
Hand in hand, you know?
Yeah.
We can fall and we can like have a little
Beard
laugh.
going, you.
Yeah, have a little laugh together in slow motion too. You hear that?
A little sizzle like bacon.
That's a sound of project completion right there. So it is. Did we just fix something, honey?
Yes, you did.
I think we did. Man. What a good day. Well, hopefully the garage is still standing when we come back tomorrow. Maybe we can have some more good luck. Think?
Yeah.
Don't go nowhere, guys. Tomorrow's coming right up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What in the world we got this one here for? Oh my. Oh, heads up. What in the world are you doing down there, honey?
Well, daily maintenance, you know me. I just like fixing stuff, right?
You can't keep your hands out of it, I guess. Awesome. Figure she's in the middle bay and they've seen the hood up, so.
Well, clamps from other countries don't really hold up too good. I've seen just a little spot of tranny fluid under it. And here, the clamps stripped out. Has nothing to do with me over tightening it with both hands or anything, but.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
We'll get you all fixed up, girly. Seems that Chevelle's sleep times are off a little bit. She's normally right about 20 hours a day. Last week she's been averaging about 19 3/4 of an hour. So we blame it on her busted up doggy bed here. So we're going to spice her up a little bit.
All right, you want to try this out? Huh? You ready to do it? Here.
Look at that lump, huh? I mean,
needs clean.
Mhm.
What, it's Christmas?
Are you tired of waiting? Huh? Tired of waiting, girl? There you go.
What do you think?
Look at that.
Is that fluffier for your bones?
The sods are a little low now, but that's okay. I'll make it work.
She's probably got ribs and stuff hurt. It's concrete.
Ain't you guys got work to do? Well, we're done under the hood for now. Until we got to install some gauges here in a little bit, but gotta do some work in here first. Man, there's not a smell on earth that I can use to describe this. The funk that's in here. It's definitely a rat smell, but it must be one from a different country or something that I've never smelt before. I admit I'm a farter.
Well, that's what you're looking for, is it? A farter.
And like sometimes the room gets really, the air gets stale in there.
He's trying to say I run and I shut the door on.
Yeah. What I'm saying is I'm no stranger to like foul smells, random.
Stinky eggs in the sun for 4 or 5 days. Blistering basement. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is on a totally different level. So we're going to have to tear this dash apart and see who's living in there and what they've been eating, Yeah, this is what we're looking at. I guess we'll start here. Probably take this apart and see if there's a way to get that heater box partially apart and look in there and see what abomination awaits us. Anything under here? That one's missing. Oh man, that stirred it up. Yeah, baby. I'm out. Man, I swear somebody took Bigfoot's toenails and ground them up and just made them airborne right in my face just now. So you know how it is. I mean, you get it all apart, and then you got one screw underneath. So you got to put your face down there, and when the screw comes out, then you can take it to the face. I see it. It's okay, honey. I got it.
All right, you save the day.
All those bad dreams you've been having, honey, and couldn't remember?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they were. Oh, here it comes. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. I think this is too much for me, honey. You need to call the exterminator. Yep,
Get on up in there.
I'm in there.
Ooh, you went deep.
Oh,
You went deep.
that's
baby.
bad. That's not good, honey. I don't wish that on anybody. Oh, yes. Yes.
Ooh, big
Mhm.
logs fell right there.
Yep. I felt the truck move when that one hit the ground. My glove just touched my face. This piece. Some anti-rattling clips up here, and 2 of them are left, but go ahead and use them. Probably break off before I get them up in there. Everything too many wires, too tight. Smash them. Get that done. Just throw this up in here. Go. Deeper. Yep. That's for, but that's alright. Okay. That's all everything. Smash it up in there. You don't care. There we go. Get that started. That'll break it off and fall out now. Alright, this is the one. This is the big daddy right here. Where did it go? See nothing. Hit me in the face. Gotta bend it to make it do what you want it to do. Okay? You can't let it tell you. You tell it. That's how I see it. I feel it, but I can't see it. Relive this nightmare again. Why? Don't want to go. Something I'm going to bind under there, but I'll put these screws in and smash whatever's holding it out. The plastic is broke, so I've got serious troubles here. Why ain't it doing it? It's something stuck. There we go. You have to break it to make it go. Is it first? Nope. That's already broke. That's going nothing, so it's okay.
It's coming out.
I can do. We're winners, honey.
You had the last lap, baby.
Good. So just throw this right back in here. Must be childproof because I couldn't figure it out. That pushes in like that.
Well, that was a nice radio for this. The other one was nasty.
It's starting to look like something somebody else would own instead of us. That's what it's starting to look like. It's the first time I've seen this dash bezel on here, I think. Ain't it cool looking?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now, these ones have to match, or they're going to look stupid.
Well, we've only got 3 and we need 12, so it's going to just have to look stupid, I guess.
You're going to take them out of something else.
Well, nothing else is highly technical looking as what this one is. Well, we got all that work done. Well, before we can call the interior finished, I guess we got to put some gauges in this thing. It's a race truck, so you just can't rely on lights and whatnot under the hood. Not many places to mount in here because you can't get a drill anywhere because the drill's too big to fit under the dash and the truck's little, you know. So I got my eyeball on this location, this locale right here. What do you think of that? I got to work? So I can pull this out and I can get a drill bit in that piece, but there's no way it's not going to happen. So I think that's the way we're going to roll with it.
I think it's good there.
I do, yeah. Yeah, even a tall fellow can see it. You know, if he was way up here, he could still see it.
And the race cars always have it underneath the dash mounted, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to see the gauges to know that this thing is pure, strictly race breed, you know?
Baby.
But they are a subtle hint. You know, if you just woke up in here drunk or something and you and you was laying on across the seat, you said, man, I'm in a race. How'd I get in a race truck? Get this one up out of here, break all the clips off of it. Yep, there's one broke. Oh yeah, how many quarters in there? I could use some quarters right about now.
You always find money in this truck.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing for me. Wow. I mean, don't put no screws in here or nothing, you know.
Maybe there's glue.
That means tack it from the side where I can lay down. Now we're talking with butter.
You cooking with gas already?
Mm-hmm. She took a bite. Kind of like what we've done here.
Do you like it? I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of like the way this is transforming.
Well, at least you didn't get the ones that light up all different colors.
Yeah, we don't need none of that. I think this is that kind of build, you know. We'd have to get a big fort cam muffler and everything to do all that. Oh.
We can make that happen.
That. These things. Finger tight will be tight enough because I didn't bring a wrench, and well, I ain't getting up for no just a little wrench. That in there, and then we'll just eyeball this. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Okay. Can't see it from my house. Yeah, this triangle cable's holding us up. What do you think, honey? I think it bent a little bit when I over tightened it. You think?
Yeah, let's get up against that red, that's for sure.
All right, then. Well, let's go solder some wires together, huh?
Okay.
Needed some wire, so I went out in the Suburban and just reached under the seat and just grabbed a handful and yanked it out. Hope it didn't hurt anything. Mm-hmm. Just keep feeding it. Just like your dog that lays around. You just got to keep feeding some more to it. Anybody that pays attention knows that we're not doing it right. Get her Guden hot. Look at that melting like butter. Oh man, I'm hungry.
I'm getting there.
Mm-hmm. We did eat yesterday, right?
I think I forgot to.
Has it been 1 day or 2 days since we ate? I don't know. Maybe I should be hungry. Maybe it's only been a day. Yep. All right, we got our little harness done here. All we got to do is plug these into their gauges, ground that to the ground thing. Then this we'll have to find a wire that's either on when you turn the key on, which would have the lights on the whole time that you're in it, or one that comes on when you pull the lights on. So it would only have lights on when the lights are on it. So
That makes sense.
it'll all boil down to which one's closest and which one I can get to the easiest. That will determine that.
That makes sense too.
Okay. Why do I not put stuff back?
I don't know. I ask you every day.
Well, this is the only place I used it, you know? There it is. See nothing?
Yep.
That's tight.
It worked.
It worked. Now, how loose can it be? How tight can it get? We hit a homer there, honey.
I think you nailed it.
Right. Maybe this will fit. It's got a square head on it.
What'd you do? Find a nickel? What?
I did. Meant to hide that from you, but you seen it. But I can do it.
I saw what?
Uh-huh. We'll be fighting over that nickel, honey.
But you love this truck.
I love it. My neck hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Let me turn my neck this way now. Mercy. Mercy me. Now. Come up in here now. Okay, let me start looking for wires here. What do we got? I guess it's just going to piggyback off of this here blue wire for the radio. What do you think, Mama? You down with that?
Sounds like a good idea.
Oh,
You peoples.
let's just make it easy on ourselves.
You already did.
Come on now. It only burns for a minute. I'm telling myself. Okay. This needs to be about that long, right?
Pretty sure it's not professional.
Okay. Well, we'll just cut this out of the video, Mama. We don't want nobody to know how we roll. All right.
Oh, I'm an accomplice now. That's pretty cool. See how you did it.
See how I did that?
Huh?
Especially handy like when you need a car, but you don't have one of your own. So you go car shopping, you know?
Borrowing.
Yeah. Okay, let me get some black tape. I like my wires riding piggyback. Take your neighbor's car and don't give it back. Bending down under this dash is really hurting my back. Hook that right up in there. And then we should still have a radio.
Sleeping.
We should still have some gauges.
Maybe.
Maybe. Gauge lights, check. Radio, check.
Music, uncheck.
All right. Well, we got all that work done.
Oh yeah.
Can we be done for today?
Pretty successful, yes. I think we should. We should get out of here.
I mean, I'm too lazy to be here this long.
And I'm still hungry.
Yeah. I only slept 14 hours last night. And I've been working down here for 20 minutes straight now. I've had enough. Kind of raining pretty good outside off and on. And when it does that, you can't hear me talk or anything. So what I think I'll do, just to keep this project moving along, is I think I'll go ahead and work on this paint a little bit. It's kind of dead. Not really dead. It's just, it's dull. It's got moss, or it doesn't look good. It's not shiny. So I'm just going to run some polishing compound over it and hope for the best. I'll give you some before and afters. But yeah, it's kind of dull. I mean, there's some shine in there if you look deep enough, but I think we can do a little better with very little effort. And I'm into very little effort, so. All right, what we're going to use here today is just an old wore-out foam pad because, well, you know, hustle house. And we're going to use some Presta swirl remover. I couldn't tell you if it's any good. I want to know what good stuff looks like. So it's what we got. It's what we're using.
third, finishing it up. I'm gonna sit there and tape off these little letters right here, cover them up so nobody can see them. Then I'm gonna give it a little bit of finesse. You know, make whatever that thing is look better. That's what I'm doing. While he's still back there playing around doing nothing. All this hard work up here, honey. She only needs maybe 1 or 2 coats because it's the SEM good stuff, which we should probably use on junk, you know, stuff that goes out the door, and leave for the good stuff. We're not gonna. But I doubt it. We're gonna keep her kind of not so glossy, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get on round 2.
Something's burning. Da, 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 da. Something's burning. I better go see what it is.
You said drill a hole. You didn't say reaching for gold or oil. It's a big one. And dare you stick your finger in there.
Look at that, huh? I did it. We did it, honey. We're a team. I've never had the privilege of having step drill bits and stuff, you know? I feel like I've conquered the world now that I have one. It's like all burn up and stuff, but I still got one.
I'm surprised it didn't take 10 minutes to get through that. I was waiting for it.
Well, I had to smoke a roll. I'm trying to get her through there. I'm looking down in here. Okay, we're going to have to, we're going to try to hook this water thing here up. This water thing here into here. That's what it looks like when it's broke right there. Right there, see that? It's from over torquing, going too high performance on it. So I found the exact same one over there in the tool bin. So it should work about as good as this one. So I'll put it in there and break it off too, I guess. Okay, I got her finger tight. It feels loose as a goose, but yeah, I don't like her. You know, I'm gonna make it tight, and if it leaks, the next guy can fix it. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to go crazy with it this time. I know what everybody's thinking. I'll learn my lesson, trust me. Okay, that's it.
That's all she got?
Fini.
Ta-da!
Walk 5,000 miles to get this. So now I can put it on. Hopefully it'll fall off there on the ground and I'll never find it. You're not seeing things, folks. You've got dang near 70-pound oil pressure in this little machine. Bottom end is tight. I'm gonna call that a victory, honey. We actually fixed something again.
I think so. We might have to change our name.
Can you see any differences between working on this and working on the Suburban? Does anything seem different or?
Just the emoji on your face. Big old smile like you just got a 45-minute dump out. Yeah.
I do like 45-minute dump.
That's my baby. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and mask off this passenger side trim bezel for this little truck. Get one more thing off the plate. Clean it up real good before we can get ready to spray it down. My favorite rattle can. Keep it on, make it look real cute and nice. Ooh, pretty sure that might come out too. That's how I roll. Well, now that we got her nice and cleaned up and put together and taped off, I'm going to take this little bezel and take some prep roll that we use on almost everything because she's amazing. Cleans this, that, wax, grease, you know, all that stuff it says on the can. It means it's amazing. We go through this like crazy. But we'll be careful not to touch the bezel as we're done cleaning it because fingers with the grease on it and the wax don't get along. Oil in my skin just ain't gonna help it. So I'm gonna touch the very tip here, try to clean it up, and if it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, that means you gotta do it twice. Ain't no bugs on it, so we should be good to go. Looks like it's coming. You're gonna flip out as much as possible, but you guys already know that, so I'm gonna sit there and talk to myself and make it look good. Maybe take a napkin, hold the corner so you ain't touching it. Anything to keep it from getting your oil on. Give her another flip ski so you keep seeing it clean. When it gets the best grip when you go to paint it. Nice and sticky, whatever, tacky, you got it. You know what I'm saying. Start putting subtitles and prompts up for y'all when I start talking. That's just the easiest way I can do her. Oh, nice and clean. Get up in there. Every spot you can get. Every crack and crevice. Alright. There you go. Looks good on that side of me. A little bit more on that side. Flip around. Touch it in. I'd say this is one of our most used chemicals in here. Use on everything we put our hands on. It's out. You see that nifty little cute clock right there that's all adorable, like a little piston? Got family members who like to make those and sell them. If you want anything, here, just put her down in the comments. Let us know. I love them, but I'm family, so I got it for free. Gotta love them. Not only made for tires, is it, honey?
Oh, man.
Dang on. Looks like you got new shoes.
It's Hollywood tricks, you know?
Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna make me look all stupid and stuff.
Listen. Then I could make it work on blue jeans.
Again, we're gonna finish up the rest of the grill, this side and the other side, with the same kind of paint. You know, gotta use all the good expensive stuff, like all up here. That way it like wastes it, you know. Might make it look better though. If you use cheap stuff, it might just fall right back off. But that's what we're gonna use because it's our favorite. I'm gonna light coat it once so that it gets a little tacky. Might give me a little bit easier way to stick to it, and the paint won't run off so easy. Then I think shook thoroughly 1 minute, 2 to 3 medium wet coats, 3 to 5 minutes between coats. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to use it. That way I can't say it's my fault. Right?
I didn't do it.
Right in my face.
I need more air, I think. Who needs an air pressure gauge, you know? you just don't. Nah, pros don't need that kind of stuff. It's like a professional tuner don't need a timing light. You know, you just keep turning on a distributor until it sounds like the cam's massive, no matter if it is or not. For our next trick, we're going to try to do something I've never, ever done before. I'm going to lower a vehicle. Now, don't get me wrong, I've cranked down on the torsion bars on the old Plymouths and Mopars and set the rod height on some dirt cars and whatnot, but as far as purposely lowering something to make it look lower, it was just never my style. But seeing as how you could change street lights standing on the tailgate with this thing, how high it is, we decided to bring it down about 2.5 inches. And we got the cheapest kit we could find on the internet, which came from Summit, I believe. Part number PCE 170.1005, made from Speedmaster. Yep, you got it. Everything looks fine. Looks like it got a little bit of pinion angle adjustment, you know, kind of thing going on. I got some dirt scraping bolts that we'll probably have to chop off when we're done. But we got her jacked up and got my tools under here already. We'll make this quick because we're about out of time this week and we gotta step her up. Yep, creeper. Come. All right then. Tell me now.
Okay, what in the heck are you using? Oh no.
I'm using the brake cutter line in half, cutter in half. Tool.
Cut your body in half if it misses half? Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
What was that?
Uh-huh. They was tight. Huh? See there? That's how you do that. And then this is not gonna come out of there, but we pretend it just came out real easy and there we go.
Well, you made that look easy.
Mm-hmm. That's just how I do stuff, you know?
I've noticed.
So I can't get enough pity food when I get home tonight because I didn't work hard enough or what?
Nah, you did that way too fast. Like a champ. It's time for you to run my footies.
Okay. Mm-hmm. When I sweat, it smells like PB Blaster. You know, I got so much of it in my circulation. That's all you smell. You know, I want to just keep hitting them till the socket quits spinning. But the way this stuff is anymore, I could probably break that right in half this impact. So, probably have to get a ratchet and go over them by hand.
Now you're doing hard labor.
Yeah. Hard work's all I ever knowed, honey.
Please say that was the tool that broke.
No. Nope, just stripped it by hand. You gotta be kidding me. Thank you, automotive parts manufacturers, for selling us garbage. I mean, I understand that I made a search on the cheapest, you know, but this is a bolt, man, you know? And I just stripped it by hand with a ratchet. A U-bolt of all things. Well, guys, I guess the hillbilly thing to do instead of replacing that U-bolt that I just stripped out was I just double nutted it. Got some fresh threads there and put the old nuts on it, you know. And we're gonna roll with it. They're not as tight as I like to make them usually, but I mean, do they really gotta be? I don't know. Just make it work like we always do. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all that. Let's lower it down and see what it looks like.
All right then.
Okay, this is what we wound up with. I don't know if I told y'all they were 2.5-inch blocks. I don't know why I got that stuck in my head, but they're 2-inch blocks. All right. So it lowered it roughly 2 inches. Well, it probably could have used about 3 inches or better. But, you know, no use in getting a tape measure out and measuring before you order something. You just lay in bed while you're eating like potato chips and stuff, and you just order stuff, you know. But I still think that even though the back's still a hair higher than the front, I think we're going to lower the front, maybe a half a coil or so. We got to put tie rod ends on anyway, so we're going to crawl underneath there, chop those springs, set it back down, and we have a set of wheels that's totally going to transform this truck into something that, I don't know, something that looks too good to be at Hustle House. We'll just say it that way. So, let me get up underneath this thing and get that front end done real quick.
Gotta bend down and get this hammer.
Oh, man.
That's some family history going out there. You get 4 slices of toast right in the head.
Is the roof got a hole in it or what?
It's all burnt.
Man, I've never been abused like this before. Chevelle didn't like that.
Does it smell good, Chevelle?
She's like, I'm the only one who's been around here.
What I have for dinner? That one burnt my butthole.
Ooh, easy.
You're gonna have to go to the bathroom for 45 minutes or so.
Hold that right there.
That was a silent one.
No, I'm not ready.
You say go?
No, Bo, no.
I thought you said go, Bo. Go. Oh, it'll go with that.
Doing hot. I'm almost there. Let me have my glory.
After getting crapped on, honey, I think you deserve it.
Oh, please don't shoot out him in the face. Right?
Yeah, just keep going.
Okay, that's good. I like how that's working. What's with that brake line, man? I guess it never torque out that far, does it?
I would hope not.
Torque's probably not the right word to use for that, is it?
It just don't turn that far.
It don't turn that far. All right, gotcha.
Oh, maybe my fart melted around. Brian O'Connor might have lived his life a quarter mile at a time, but I lived my life a quarter turn at a time. Tighten these nuts.
Why don't I just walk back and forth all day looking for corner pins, okay? That's what I'll do.
He's used to making so many trips to toolbox, it's not funny.
Watch me bust it off with this ratchet now. How proud would I be of myself? Thanks for clearing that for me.
He's all acting like a centerfold, just like creeping it out.
I don't know why they're silent.
I don't know why there's so much bodily functions
I'd rather
going
hear
on
it
there.
than smell it, to be honest with you.
Oh, that one smells spicy.
Something hit the fender.
It's like a dart gun in here.
What's that smoke?
Steamy. It's on in here. I can get out of here. I can get out of here faster.
It's got like a hot warmth to it.
I'm immune to my own smell.
Well, if you ever wondered what 2-inch block under the back of a Dakota with one ring cut out of the coil springs, there's a visual for you. Can't say I hate it, but I really don't love it either. Kind of looks weird to me, you know. But we have some new bling to put on it, set of wheels. I think it's going to look pretty tough though. I can't promise you nothing. You might puke in your mouth when you see it, but I think it's going to look pretty cool. But you got to wait to the end to see them. We got to put some bumpers on this thing, some headlight rings, and a roll pan, and then we butter the bread. You know what I'm saying? I mean all three of you, the one guy that fell asleep with the video playing and the two that skipped from the beginning right to the end. It's finally time to reveal what this thing looks like, cleaned up, lowered down, and with a decent looking set of wheels on it. So, without further ado...
Wait. It's gonna cost them.
Cost them what?
We wouldn't mind if you'd share, like, and subscribe, and maybe hit that bell. We can't hear it, but we'd like and appreciate it.
Okay, we'll wait while you guys go ahead and do that.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I never thought I'd be saying it, but we made it back here in one piece without having to call for a tow. This thing outseated every expectation that I had for it. I mean, people were throwing roses at us going up the road and high-fiving each other and thumbs upping.
She was smooth sailing and shifting is what he's trying to say. She drove good.
Yeah. It was like 30 degrees out, so nobody was outside. Nobody even noticed us, but...
You can have left that out, but it's okay.
Yeah, but it ran and drove great. This thing's been sitting for quite a while. I don't even know how long. It ran great. It has actually good power for a 2.5. Nothing to complain about. I'd like to say that it's a keeper, but it's not. It could be yours. Put down in the comments if you have any interest in this thing.
Or any idea if you want to see the next video and what we might be able to do to it instead.
Oh,
Because
no.
I like it too.
No, you're wanting to keep it. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
No, we'll figure out what to do with this. There may be some more content coming. We still have a little bit of work to do to it. We may get rid of it the way it is. We may make it a little nicer. But boy, I'd sure love to see a 2.2 turbo 2 engine put together for it, and a nice little turbo stack coming up out of the fender, you know. No? Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to do it. That's going to wrap it up. What was I supposed to tell them?
We'd like them to subscribe, and I'd like a like and a share maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great. Guys, this stuff takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to film.
It is fun.
It is fun, but it takes 10 times longer to do anything when you got to film it.
Yeah.
So if there's any way you could just take a second, like, share, and subscribe, the button things,
The bell.
bell, ding, ding, it would help us a lot. We would really appreciate it.
And I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty impressed. I couldn't see it in my head, but the little things he gave me here and there to work with, she looks good. She really, 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 as you said, blew me away, baby.
Well, it's a Mopar Dakota.
And I
So.
can shift it. I know. She already had some stuff going for her.
Yeah,
I
I
get
mean,
it.
it's a given, you know. But, all right, guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.